Coming to you from the Varsity Sports Bar and Grill here on Beachfront Avenue in Anderson Township, another edition of the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast.
Oh, that was a good one.
It's a glorious Sunday morning. So here's how my morning started.
It's technically PM, right? Go ahead.
Technically, yeah.
I'm just saying this is how my morning started. Now that we are in the afternoon, got up,
got out of bed,
looked out the window,
drug a comb across my
saw
head.
there was no rain coming down. I'm like, yes, going to go to the golf course, get dressed, heading out the door because with the sun coming up later now, our tee time is 8:15.
Should I get ready to ask the question, Kiefer? Because this sounds
Started
like a
heading
long
out the
fucking
door.
story.
Grab my phone. I have a text message from Jason. Don't forget the podcast tomorrow.
Today, Dan.
Which I said it.
Which you sent last night.
I said it last night.
Good thing we did, because I would have been at the golf course if you didn't send that.
I don't know why we get fucking calendars
I
together.
don't
So
know
no
either.
golf for me today.
God bless.
So that's how dedicated I am to the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast.
Yeah, you're so dedicated that you don't look at your goddamn schedule.
I blew off golf.
You
And
blew off.
And here I am.
You blew off golf.
I blew it off.
Got it.
What do you mean?
Boo boo fuckface would say boo boo for you.
I'm just saying I love this podcast, and so here I am.
Love it so much to put it in your fucking phone and remember that
It's in my phone. It popped up. That popped up a little bit later on.
Ugh.
Quit reminding
But
him, Keith. I just want to see how fast he can get here from hole 7 next time. When it pops up in his phone. God, that'd be hilarious. Oh, fuck. Zzz, across the cart.
Because I was
or the
thinking,
golf
do I
course.
go? Do I just play 9 holes? Do I just leave when I have to leave? And I was like, no, I can't do that. So
Well, I'm Rob, and that was Dan Carroll.
I did
who-
make some biscuits and gravy at home this morning, which were outstanding, by the way.
Yours are always good.
Yes, they are.
And to the far
Take
right
it away, Rob Herky.
is Jason Kiefer, the fireman. You have to work tomorrow at 7 a.m. Damn,
I
that's
do. It's Sunday Funday, but I have to shut Sunday Funday down.
Yeah, we got a
Probably.
West Coast game
And
too.
it's a
That
late
sucks.
game. It's
After
a
the
late game
Bengals
for the Bengals today.
Yeah, I'll have to sober up.
And then us Cincinnatians have something else to watch tonight. It is our FC Cincinnati in their first playoff game.
Oh, that's right.
Home game, 8 p.m. Brought to you by Apple Plus. That just another streaming service is what we need. Kind of like a chicken place or a tire place up here on Beachmont. Another streaming service that we have to pay
Is that
$7
game going to
a
be on
month to.
TV, or you got to watch it on the Apple?
You got to get on the Apple, Dan.
Ah, man.
And I don't. God, why does everything have the in front of it for you?
What's the Apple? Apple TV.
It's Apple TV.
Doesn't
Another
matter.
streaming service.
You know what I was talking about.
The Bengals are in San Francisco playing the 49ers, and then fucking Purdy climbed back into the saddle. That sucks.
I know. I saw that right when I got here.
Yeah.
I'm a little hungover.
You had an event-filled day yesterday, Jason. His mother was put to rest yesterday at 10:30 a.m.
Very nice event. Very nice service.
I appreciate
Well
you
done
fellas
by
coming.
everyone in the family.
Very, very well done. And the best Kiefer gets, they did what do you guys? You catered it in from the varsity, great food. Somebody forgot
The mac
to
and cheese
give
was
them
spectacular.
barbecue sauce. So at 9:45, I just happened to be here, which is odd. Actually,
I knew I could count on you, though. I knew I could count on you to save the day.
I was meeting people here to carpool because we are very eco-conscious, like Greta, in this area of town. And Kiefer calls me at
Very concerned
9:45.
about your carbon footprint, aren't you?
Bring barbecue sauce. They forgot. Okay, so I grabbed 2 big ass bottles of this shit. 15 minutes later, he goes, "Hey, grab serving spoons too." I'm like, "Fucker, I am in Amelia already on the way." So now I'm mentally processing all the dollar stores on the way there to Bethel, which is about a 25-minute drive. And I have somebody that is from this area for a long period of time that said he knows where Bethel is. But when we get in the car, we're driving for 10 minutes. He's like, "Where in the fuck is Bethel? I thought it was before this." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He's like, "We passed $4 stores." I was like, "I know which one I'm hitting in Bethel, man." I was in and out in 2 minutes, saved the day.
So you picked up serving spoons at the Dollar General store?
Yeah, he got out to
Nice work.
smoke a cigarette, and I think he had taken 1 hit by the time I was back out with the serving spoon.
Nicely done.
I was like, "Let's
How
go."
about that?
But yeah, it was a good day. I appreciate everybody that came. You guys showing up and supporting our family. It was good.
It was a
Kinda
nice service.
Quick, simple, but heartfelt. Then I had
Oh, fucking wedding.
I had a little bit of probably an hour and a half worth of time to start getting fucked up.
And I'm sure you shut down the drinking.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
Definitely.
you
Definitely
didn't. You
not.
were here.
I know, for like an hour and a half. my two cousins from out of town came in, so I was bullshitting with them, slamming beers, and then had to go to my buddy Country's wedding yesterday, late afternoon, evening, and proceeded to drink all of the Miller Lights that were put in front of me. Then got back from there, and Jill and I went to the lounge and sang karaoke and continued to drink.
Little Tennessee
Heavily.
whiskey.
She did, actually.
Yeah.
So if anybody
Killed
thinks
She kills it every time.
Blew the fucking roof off. that place.
Fantastic.
if anybody thinks they have a drinking
Jill
problem,
Billy, if you're watching, that's one of my favorite renditions.
feel better
of,
about
Tennessee
yourself on
whiskey.
this Sunday afternoon because of Kiefer and I's lifestyle, and possibly Dan sometime.
I woke up and I was like, fuck, we got a podcast. I got to fucking get up and go. I got to shower, and I'm in the shower almost like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura with the crying game playing. I just wanted to curl up in a ball and let the water hit me. The fucking head was pounding.
No, Rob, I was home yesterday. Had a little project that I'm working on that I had to get some work done on that. Then had the house to myself for a while, so it was just a little pizza and some college football. And I'm flipping around the college football games, and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder how Rob's doing on all his bets today.
Yep.
You care to share that with our?
I want a second.
With
I
our
just want to. I want to point one thing out. Two other things. One observation about the funeral, and I know Mark listens to this show sometimes. Mark, your daughters are so cute, but the matching dresses they had on yesterday, it was hilarious. Tim from Flight Outfitters and I were standing there, and they were playing on the gym. And I look at Timmy and I go, those dresses, they're twins. They're like 8 or 9, right?
No,
I think they're six.
6.
Yeah.
Wow, they're tall. The dresses, though, I'm like, fuck, we need a tricycle. They look like the two little twin girls in The Shining.
When you said that, I mean,
So-
I was like, I can't stop
Well,
thinking that.
I walk away to get a Coke and I talk to you for a second. I come back and
They're
Tim-
adorable little girls.
They
by
are.
the
They're
way.
cute as shit. And I look at Timmy. I come back and Tim's sitting there. He's like, somebody's going to think I'm a sex predator because I'm staring at these girls, but all I'm thinking about is The Shining. I planted that seed in everybody's
That's
fucking
it.
head.
That's an easy comparison.
It was hilarious. And it was odd to see Carol at a church. I mean, that's just out of place.
I thought the place was
Well,
going to catch on fire when
go
I
to
walked in.
church every once in a while.
Do you?
Weddings, funerals,
Okay.
And
For
the-
events.
the odd
For events.
Christmas.
Not to get God. You go just
You
for
know
the
what?
event.
When I grew up in going to Catholic school,
who was it?
so
Barbie?
we had to go to church all the time. And back when in the 70s, when I was a kid,
bullshit. 1870s
no, the 1970s. I'm older than you, but I'm not that old.
Reconstruction time.
They would, when you were a Catholic, anyone who's Catholic and is watching this is going to know what I'm talking about. But back then, they were trying to get young people more involved
Boys.
in the church. Yeah, well, yeah, unbeknownst to me, that was at the time. That's what.
Isn't that when
what
the song
plan was.
YMCA came out? Young man.
Why are you asking me to take my pants off? Is that how I get God? That's how you get God.
But what would happen? They wanted this, so they came up with this idea of guitar mass. So you had essentially your local hippie that was smoking dope, long hair, dirty, filthy, and they'd come in
Need not apply.
with a friend of theirs, and you had a couple of people singing these church songs with guitars. And I just kept thinking to myself, and we had, I was a kid growing up. We had, not only did we have to go to church every Sunday with the family, but we had to go to church at least one day during the week.
Wednesdays.
And it was terrible. And it was guitar mass after guitar mass after guitar mass, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
When did they start making
The singing was terrible. The
church
music was terrible.
concerts? Well, I don't want the concert. If I want a concert, I'll go to fucking a concert.
But it just all seems so lightweight to me, and I just totally lost my interest. And it would sit there and it would have no meaning to me, and so I drifted away from the church.
Kind of like our listeners with that story, Dan.
I'm just you asked a question, I'll give you an answer.
So the best was we get back here, Barbie's sitting here, and she goes, "That was a nice service. It's just they shouldn't be so into Jesus." I go, "Are you fucking kidding me? It's a church. What do you want them to talk about?" I was like saying, "Hey, you know what? That haunted house shouldn't be so scary." What the fuck kind of comment is that? Secondly, I don't know what the rules are, but Halloween is in 2 days. people dress in costumes. There happens to be a bartender out here today that is in costume, short skirt, kind of Bengal-esque. Does that give you permission to leer at them in a prurient way? Because somebody we know was doing said thing and blaming it on she's wearing a costume, and I wanted to see her costume. I'm like, Dan, her eyes are up there.
I was looking at the costume.
Okay.
Casey Anthony's defense team asked, did Dan just attempt to describe why he loved the fact Footloose Church had no music? Oh, shit.
They didn't have any music in the Footloose Church?
No, they weren't allowed to dance.
See,
at all. That's the whole premise of the goddamn movie. Have you never seen it?
I have seen it.
Okay. Well, you apparently did not.
I've seen it many times. John Lithgow was the pastor.
Yes.
Right?
That was the original one, right?
Yeah.
I like the remake a little bit, but it wasn't as good as the original.
That's one that had Julianne Hough in it, right?
I can't.
No, the remake had as good as
the remake had Julianne Hough in it though, and that made it fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, that was the movie that
she was a smoke show.
That was the movie that catapulted Kevin Bacon to
sure was
absolute stardom.
And
Absolutely.
Huey Lewis actually kind of took off a little bit after that. He wrote the soundtrack.
What?
I'm joking. Go ahead.
I was like, I had to sit there and go through my
That's
head.
a Kenny Loggins song.
Do we have our cue? Because Carol alluded
yeah.
to something that happened yesterday, and
I'm just saying. I was thinking of you while I was flipping around out
we do have some new
watching Ellis College football yesterday.
we have some new listeners
Oh,
and
yeah?
viewers on the Facebook.
That's fucking
Oh
scary.
well,
So-
hi. Thanks for
so
watching
welcome.
the show.
One of them works with Jill.
Oh,
She's promoting the podcast.
I love
Very
it.
nice, very nice.
I
But
love
yes,
it.
we are queued up, my man.
All right. So if you remember on Friday, I made some picks. We had the Carroll Cock game. I took South Carolina money line. Florida money line. Keep it going. And then the Kiefer Herkin pick of Ohio State given 14.5 and the over of 46.
Didn't happen.
Keep doing it.
I don't know how much
I don't
know how much they can hear that.
I just got my dick kicked on all 4 games. I went 0-4. But I'm going to redeem myself today.
Didn't you say these were locks?
They were
when
fucking
you-
locks.
They were
They were locks until they weren't.
locks, loser locks. That's what they are.
I didn't even see.
So here, this seems to be a pretty good strategy now. Whatever Rob tells you to do, just do the exact opposite.
I would. I'm
And
going to
be in
start
good
doing
shape.
that too.
I am hoping to be able to hear this one day.
Oh, you'll hear it tomorrow, baby, because I got a lock today. Mongolia is playing India
Do we
in
have a
cricket.
podcast tomorrow? Let me
Mongolia,
check my calendar.
Mongolia v. India in cricket. India is giving 38 points. I don't even know what that fucking means, but I'm taking India covering. Book it, Dano. Fucking cricket.
I don't know
I
a
can
single.
smell the desperation on your breath.
I don't know a single rule of cricket.
I have no idea. I know
no.
their games can last days, though. So, Jesus, that sounds like a lot of drinking for a match.
Boo Boo Fucksface says Rob should be the tiger from the Tiger King because then Rob can feel like a real man.
Yes. I feel a real man, I think. Isn't he taking it? Done he? Can we get into something serious again? Well, we were kind of on the cusp of Jesus. I did get my dick kicked, but I'm going to redeem myself today with some NFL shit.
I can't wait to hear those.
R.I.P. Anybody that doesn't know, Matthew Perry was found dead yesterday at age 54. Longtime friend, star. Battled severe drug and alcohol addiction for years. Spent over $9 million trying to get sober. $9 million fucking dollars.
Did he kick it?
Yeah, he was sober since 21, I believe,
Okay.
is what they claim. Eerily posted a video. He was found.
Sober since 21?
They claim
2 years.
No, you mean 2021?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. 21.
2 years.
2021.
God.
Kind of like you say 70s, Dan. Everybody's got to allude to the fact that it's 1870s. Since 2021. Sorry, Dan. And where was I? Oh,
He posted a Instagram.
yeah, he found drowned. The cause of death they're claiming is drowning in his bathtub or hot tub. 5 days prior, posted an Instagram post of him with headphones on.
Hot tub is the
Him with headphones on saying,
Never-
Matt Man, it in the bathtub or hot tub is supposed to make you feel warm. And I don't know if it's the same one he died in, but it was kind of eerie. Now,
Did
Yeah.
he post on social media before his demise yesterday?
That's what he just said.
I just
Dan.
said 5 days
5 days
prior on
prior he
Instagram.
posted on Instagram.
no, I meant yesterday.
Oh, no.
No.
That was his last social media post. Was
he
that
might have been
now.
in the hot tub still since 5 days ago. I don't know.
Oh, that'd have been gross.
Now,
Yeah.
5 days in a hot tub,
That'd be
probably
fucking
not a good thing
disgusting.
for you.
What would they
No.
call that? Broach or what is that when you?
It'd be absolutely
That's
disgusting.
called poaching.
That's called cooked alive.
That's poached Perry.
the poached Perry.
Poached Perry. Which brings us to a topic that we're curious about. Do you think Joey's going to go after Monica now that Chandler's gone? I mean, it's wide open there, buddy.
See, you said that before the start of the podcast.
And he didn't get it
I have no idea what that reference means.
because
Okay.
you never watch Friends.
I never watched a single episode.
You know who watches Friends? Noelle. Still, she has
The
probably seen-
reruns are probably on all the time, aren't
she
they?
watched it originally, and she's seen every episode probably 100 times. Every time I'm over there for football or whatnot, once the game's over, the TV goes on to Friends, and it just is a fucking loop.
Well, she's probably very sad today.
She
I would
is.
imagine.
I think she went to
Was she
church.
here? Did you see her?
She's lighting a candle. I did not see her. She might be
Boo Boo Fuckface said human soup. That's what that would be.
Oh, that's nasty.
Perry and dumplings.
I call it a severe hazmat incident that I want no part of.
I just drain it and say, fuck it, collect whatever's
Can't
left.
do it. You can't do it that way.
5 days in the hot tub.
At that point, it's hazardous material. You can't just let it go. You have to contain it.
You look around, make sure nobody's watching.
Oh,
Pull that plug.
I mean, if you were doing a crime such as that,
Pretty sad. 54 though, man.
no, that is way too young. Way too young. I liked him.
I did
I
too.
liked him as an actor. I heard he's a dick in person, but
Could have been the drugs and alcohol. You never know.
I mean,
Well, all
we
the
think Rob's a dick in person. So.
all the anti-vaccine people are saying that it's conspiracy theory now that
I am addicted.
he got killed because he took all the vaccines.
Did he really?
He believed in all the Wuhan vaccines, apparently.
He was a believer, huh?
Big believer in the Wuhan vaccines.
NC 513. Could he be any more poached? That's a sick part of me though. Like I'm curious, like how long he was fucking in there,
I'm curious.
and like
Curious
the
if it was
last thought, like
5 days ago.
oh god, is that what you hear?
I mean, if you're fucking
Mhm.
sober, how do you just sleep through that? I'm curious if there wasn't a heart attack.
Did he live in this? I guess he had a big house in Los Angeles.
Pacific
Palisades.
Palisades.
There you go.
Did he live there by himself? Did he have anyone?
I don't know.
No,
what-
Monica. I think she was out of town that weekend. She
Did
was
he
in
have-
Italy with.
Did he have staff? Did he have family that lived there with him? I mean,
I think Monica and Ross had a family get together over in Italy.
was he not married?
I don't know. I really didn't.
What
care,
about
care that
oh,
much?
You know who we didn't even think
I
about?
just
is-
think it's sad. 54 is just way too.
we
young.
didn't even think about Janet,
Apparent drowning.
Janet.
That
his
sucks.
girlfriend before Monica.
Oh, I forgot.
Remember the
I
loud,
watched-
obnoxious
I
New
watched
Yorker?
it, but like wasn't like, completely
So does that make me?
immersed.
I'm fucking weird then if I know this shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fuck.
Good work though. Good,
Yep.
good quote unquote research for the podcast. I like it.
You're welcome.
You're coming prepared.
Actually not. I mean, that was a lay down right there.
We're definitely shooting from the hip today.
That was a lay down in a hot tub, baby. Go ahead, Dan. You got anything? Because I got a segment I'd like to propose to you people.
Well, I do have. I wanted to, since we're here on a Sunday, I was flipping through my social media last night and came across a video that it's a little bit lengthy, but one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. It combines comedy with current events, and I thought we'd play it today, and I'll have a good laugh at it.
I think this.
Have you screened this, Kiefer?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
This could be picked up for a record deal. I think. I think Capitol Records.
Did anybody watch Saturday Night Live real quick? Speaking of things that are
No, I
supposed
missed-
to be funny,
I missed. I'm gonna have to hit it on demand. I'm
Did
pissed.
not.
Nate Bargatze was on there. I didn't watch any of Nate.
What they do? What they do?
I
They do
kicked it
something good?
on. I kicked it on late, and there was that skit. It was Saturday Night Update. It was the dumbest fucking thing. I mean, honestly, I wanted to go to New York and kill these people.
Saturday Night Live is not funny.
I wanted
a
to
lot of
watch it
times.
because Nate Bargatze was
Yeah,
was hosting because
Who's that?
we're going a comedian. We're going to go see him in January.
and it didn't involve Nate. It was the update in this. Well, I don't even know if it was a girl or a guy, but it was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen or heard.
If you don't know who Nate Bargatze is, YouTube him. He's got Netflix specials. He's awesome.
He's a clean comedian,
yeah, clean, which is fun.
and he
it
makes
even
you
better.
laugh. If you can make me laugh when you're clean, you're fucking awesome.
It makes me feel better about myself.
yeah, kind of, and think, God, I wish I could do that.
Right. All right, let's get to this video.
So the guy's name is Alex Stein. He's I guess he's got his own YouTube channel. I know he does. I think he does his own podcast. And I think he's with Glenn Beck and the Blaze, but
He's a goofy fucker.
what he does, he goes to his local city council meetings all the time, and he records himself speaking in front of city council, and he puts the videos out, and they're all about current events, and he tries to make them funny. And he also goes around and he'll see politicians walking down the street, and he'll just be blowing them some kind of shit and asking them funny questions and stuff. But this one is really, it's mocking all the LGBTQ people who are coming out in favor of the Palestinians. All anti-Israel, pro-Hamas.
I mean, the guy's dumb as shit, but he's got balls the size of church bells.
He's doing a thing now where he's going to these protests. He's got a T-shirt printed up that says "Homos for Hamas." So, but this was his first attempt at mocking those who are members of the LGBTQ plus community and their support for Palestinians. So let's all enjoy this together. It's about 4 minutes long, I think.
Yeah.
And I want to end my speech with a beautiful song I wrote for all the gays of Palestine and the rest of the world. It goes a little bit something like this. Gays for Palestine, but sex on my mind.
I love this part 2 minutes earlier.
Shows some in Plano, Texas.
Let's see if I can.
Get that out.
Okay, you guys are starting my timer, guys. You guys are trying to mess me up, Plano. All right, well, it's Primetime 99, Pimp on a Blimp. You guys know who I am. I'm here representing Gays for Palestine. My name is Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I'm the president of the Plano Gays for Palestine Facebook group. We're an organization representing the 2SL LGBTQIA plus community that stands with the persecuted Muslims who just want to jihad in peace. All right. So a lot of people are rushing to judgment against the Palestinians right now because of the stuff they are seeing on TV. I just want to say a lot of people have misconceptions about Palestine. Mia Khalifa, one of the most popular porn stars in America, who has done a bunch of lesbian scenes, is standing with the Palestinians. And just because they've thrown a few of my allies off of roofs in the past, that doesn't make them bad people. We must look past that because, this is 2024. Palestine is changing. And just because gay people have had to run to Israel for protection in the past doesn't mean anything. We love that their women have very little rights. That's why they have such few traffic accidents. So we agree on more than you think. Palestine is on its way in the gay direction. The tikka masala is so good because they can lock their women in the kitchen all day. Palestine is very misunderstood. And their passionate dedication to Hamas is an inspiration to other gays like myself on keeping that same passion for their lover or partner. And when it comes to switching roles like being a top or bottom, Palestinians are really starting to come around to the gay Hershey Highway because in their culture, they have Bakabazi boys that often they use as work apprentices and underage sexual partners. If you don't believe me, just Google New York Times Bakabazi and you will see that there's lots of gay sex happening in the Middle East. And that maybe through some animal world, the Palestinians can disarm their enemy. And maybe all join Grindr and have some wild glory hole action, okay? And seriously, us gays love hummus. So the more Hamas, the better. We just better not run out of naan bread, LOL. And I want to end my speech with a beautiful song I wrote for all the gays of Palestine and the rest of the world. It goes a little bit something like this. Gays for Palestine, but sex on my mind. Let me stick it in. I'll bang you like a friend. The fun will never end. The roof is where I sin. Throw me head first. 10 stories high. Since I'm gay, I guess I'll die. Thank you for your passion. Your booty I will be smashing. Palestine loves the gays. That's why they help with all the AIDS. Stereotypes are tricky. Palestinians love the dickie. I'll say it one more time. All the gays love Palestine. All the gays love Palestine. All the gays love Palestine. Stick in my behind, cause I'm Primetime Alex Stein. Time. Thank you guys. Primetime 99, Pimp on a Blimp. Hit me up on Instagram. What are you saying? What are you saying over there? Yeah, that's what I thought. Quiet like a church mouse. I'm a pimp on a blimp. I come in. I run this meeting. Look at all these fools. I'm a pimp. Yeah, why don't you grow up? Oh, you're too old. You're on AARP, babe.
The fucking dumbest shit. You sent me that last night.
Oh my god!
And I'm in the back of Chris's truck. I'm fucking dying laughing. I'm like, what in the absolute fuck is this?
I'd like to see the people closer to the back just to see who's laughing. I think the girl with the dark hair to his left, off his right shoulder, but left of the screen, was actually fucking putting her hair over her face because she was laughing so fucking hard.
Boo boo fuck say fuckface says, "I'll bang you like a friend." I'm dead right now.
I love your passion, your booty. I'll be smashing.
I would be losing my shit if I was that cop in the top, standing there listening. I was like, "Is this fucking for real? Is this really happening? This is awesome."
But he does that all the time, and it just that one is hilarious because it's.
I've seen another one that he did. I can't remember what the premise was.
I can't either. I've seen a couple of them.
But the best comedy always has that kernel of truth to it. And he's making fun of all these. You got all these LGBTQ organizations that are out there protesting in favor of Hamas and these Muslims. They hate gays. They do not like gay people. They throw gay people off the roof.
Well, they want them to be miserable, just like them. Everybody hates gay people because they're happy.
Well, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what reason, but they treat them. They stone them to death. They throw them off roofs, but they're out there.
I love
all the gays for Palestine.
The comedy,
hilarious.
The comedy that I love the most are the ones that takes it to the edge, and you know you're going to offend somebody. I like to see that because you need to be uncomfortable, and I guarantee a lot of fucking people in that room are uncomfortable as shit. That's what makes it so fucking entertaining for me. I love it when people get uncomfortable because nobody gets uncomfortable anymore. They want to be wrapped in their little fucking soft cotton robe and nobody can hurt me. They can't see me. Everybody's so fucking woke and touchy.
So we don't do a lot of podcasts on Sundays, but I just wanted to throw that out there for a little comic relief on this.
No, I love it.
On this Sunday
I was laughing my ass off last night. I was like, yeah, that's definitely getting played. I think he could get picked up. I mean, that could be.
It is already picked up.
No, that could turn into
that song
a hit single.
It was actually catchy. I can see myself pulling up to a red light with the windows down in warm weather, blaring that motherfucker.
I actually had it in my head for a long time. Da, 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 da. Like somebody learning how to fucking play the piano in like fourth grade.
What's he talking about? You know, they keep their women locked in the kitchen. That's why they have so few car accidents. A lot of drive.
I picked up a buddy of mine. He was
oh my god.
His retired Army. He was a gunner on a Humvee. He was in the Army for about 8 years. And I mean, he deals with some PTSD shit from some of the stuff he's seen and done. But I picked him up one day. We were going somewhere. And I'm blaring the call to prayer with the windows down in the fucking car. God. The Muslim call to prayer. He just looked at me. He didn't want to get in. And then I started thinking, this motherfucker normally carries a gun. You're got a little bit of an issue.
Lucky he didn't blow your fucking
head. It was
off.
Entertaining. He's like, motherfucker. He gets in the car shaking his head. And I made him listen to the end of it.
I listen to Drinking Bros quite often. And Dan Holloway always talks about like when he was over in the Middle East, he was like, that goddamn song. He was like, I have it in my fucking head, and I want to shoot anybody that plays it.
You remember when I bought the prayer rugs in here for Pfeffer? I got on Amazon. We were up here one day. I think it was a Sunday, and Pfeffer comes in, and he looks like a Muslim with that beard and shit. His hair was all disheveled, and he had that big-ass beard.
Matted.
And he looked like a Muslim. Truly, he did. And just unkempt in general. And I bought 5 prayer rugs. Brought one in the next time he came. I go, I'll give you $20 at 3 p.m. if you get down. I'll play the song on the jukebox or somewhere. And you just start, there's East. You just get down and start bowing in front of everybody in this fucking restaurant. He didn't. But he did get a prayer rug. I still got a couple. Do you want to try it, Dan?
You have them with you today?
Can you imagine the fulfiller on that? Because I think I bought yarmulkes. I bought yarmulkes and prayer rugs in the same fucking order. Can you imagine? We're going to go to the religious aisle. All right, we got the extremists, and then we got the yarmulkes. We'll just put that shit in the same box. I'm surprised that box didn't catch fire together.
Probably.
Well,
Sorry, I'm trying to look at this one article real quick.
No, go ahead.
But no, I probably could not see myself doing the prayer rug gag.
I think it'd be entertaining.
I don't think I'm the right guy to pull that off.
Well, here's an idea that I came up with yesterday. You know, when you're at a funeral and you don't want to be at a music concert, you kind of zone out a little bit. So I started thinking. I started thinking because I heard a commercial for problem gambling on the way out there, and I'm sitting there when
I think that was put into your vehicle for a
could have
reason.
been, but I was listening to the minister sing, and this kind of caught my attention in my head. I say we do a segment where we crank call somebody for 5 minutes, and I want to do the first one. Since I've been on a shit ass roll, I want to call the problem gambling hotline for the state of Ohio and say, I have a gambling problem. I keep fucking losing. I need some tips. And just see if they'll give me some fucking tips.
I will sign off as a third partner in this. I will sign off on that call.
I'm looking, should I take the money line or the spread on the Bengals game today?
I got a problem. I can't win.
And my other problem is do I put the mortgage payment on this lock?
Should I go big? Should I call it a lock? I think that'd be an awesome one. And then we just start fucking calling random places. I can come up with something stupid to call.
We can't get arrested.
My son wanted to
can't
go
get
to
arrested
college,
for
but it's not that important.
right. We can't get arrested for that, right? You're an attorney.
I don't think so, man. I mean, it's subjective. What's a problem? You got a problem gambling? I do. Fucking losing. I don't want to lose, motherfuckers. I want to know, should I take the money line or the spread?
You know what's funny is, ironically, I have this banner.
Is it the problem gambling
I
banner?
have a gambling problem.
I'm going to call them.
I'll sign off on that one. We can do that. We can do that the next podcast if you want.
I will be at, it'll be a pick'em Sunday or Saturday pick'em.
We'll
and we'll get their tips. See, maybe we'll get somebody funny. That'll actually, I was kind of looking at that game
I think
too.
we can do that. I'm looking at the board tech wise. I think we can do it.
Don't we still have the cable for the phones?
Yeah. I just got to figure out which channel I need to be.
Wouldn't it be cool though to get?
Yeah, we can. Because I can, channel 8.
Get somebody to actually answer, like say Josh from the gambling hotline. He's like, I was kind of thinking that game too. I don't know which way to go either.
I shouldn't be telling you this.
Hold on. Let me call my partner over in Kentucky and see what he thinks. They just started though. They're not as experienced.
I have a source at the Bellagio.
I like it.
He'd be like, here's my cell phone. Give me a call. This line's recorded. Call my cell phone.
Now, I don't know if I should tell you this either, but the other thing that occurred to me yesterday, and Tasha said it was pretty fucked up.
Oh boy.
I was sitting in the back row again at your mom's funeral, and I was looking up and down the rows, and it started to occur to me, when I die, who's going to come to my funeral?
Nobody. I mean, I'll be there.
And I started thinking, what would be cool?
If I don't have anything better to do.
I could take a week off, go out of town, like on a Sunday, and have somebody float the message that I passed away, plan the funeral for Saturday, and I'm just not in town. Nobody knows. And I'm in like a side door at the funeral on Saturday, and I come out 15 minutes into it with a drink. It's like, just wanted to see which one of you motherfuckers would show. Let's go to the bar. It's on me.
You are that narcissistic fuck.
See, that's what they said, motherfucker. Why is that narcissistic?
You want to judge people, though?
No, I just want to see who's showing up.
No, he wants to see how popular he is. That's all it is.
No, I want to see who's not showing up. Paula and Carol will show up.
And
what are you
going to do for the people who don't show up?
They're not getting free drinks.
No free drinks. No drinks for you.
Yeah, 15 minutes in, we're wrapping that son of a bitch up. We're going to a bar, baby, and it's
They're
on
off the
me.
bar tab.
Hell yeah.
Would you go, Dan? Would you go to Rob's funeral?
Probably not. He wouldn't. He'd have a special project to do, or golfing.
Only if I was allowed to speak.
We would make sure.
I want to eulogize.
If
Rob
everybody,
Murphy.
if they know that you're going to make
it's one of my goals in life, Rob. I want to eulogize you, so make sure it happens.
Well, the lead up stories that you propose
Be a buddy, be a pal. Let me eulogize you.
People know that you're going to be speaking. They're like, fuck, this thing is going to be like a Baptist funeral. It's going to be 3 hours if Carol's speaking.
No, I mean, making levity of yesterday's situation. I told Jill, I was like, how funny would it be if, because my brother had my mother's cremains and then my cousin was transferring her into the urn because he's a funeral director. And
right.
He does that shit. But
he just doesn't work at a bar in Texas and cleans ashtrays. So he's got the experience with dumping ashes into a fucking bucket.
I said, bringing levity to it, I said, how funny would it be if my brother was running late, which in turn made my mother late for her own funeral? And Jill goes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
There is something wrong with us.
So so Mark brought the remains with him to the.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he was going to get there a little bit earlier than I
All
was, because I was picking food up here. So we did a little handoff, and
It would be weird if your mom was in a cardboard box instead of an urn up there.
yeah, it wouldn't have hit the same way.
No, I didn't even see
That
her.
was the main.
Was she up there?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see her. I was in the back. I didn't have my glasses.
It kind of tied in with the flowers. They did, but that was like my biggest logistical checkbox that I needed to know was going to be done.
Yeah, and I'm not making fun of the minister, but when they sang that one song and the lyrics were up on a PowerPoint slide, I look at Tasha. I was like, anytime somebody puts a PowerPoint slide up, they should tell you how many total fucking slides are on there, because this song could go on forever. The first slide took forever. It was like shit.
They were good though. Like
They had good voices.
great voices. The daughter killed it.
Yeah.
Like she was really good.
The
Very
wife-
very nice family, and
The wife had a great voice too.
they treated us.
Look at all
great.
these people on ESPN all picking San Francisco today.
Well, good for them.
Who's this gal? What's her name?
You know what? This will guarantee a win for the Bengals. I'm taking San Francisco
think so?
money line. I just have to put the bet down, baby.
Lock it.
All
Lock
four
it
of them.
in.
You got Rex, Randy, Alex, and Sam all betting all picking the Bengals.
I'm going to call Josh
The,
when we get off of
49ers.
here at the problem gambling hotline and see if he knows. See if he has any insight on that motherfucker. I do have a money line.
So when you
bet.
call the gambling hotline, do you actually talk to a real person, or is it recorded message? Or
We're
how
gonna
does
have to
that work?
find out here, Dan. What do you think? They have a robo fucking message for people that are on the
Maybe.
brink?
Probably.
Do you think they have one for the
You-
suicide hotline?
I mean, how much can you possibly get paid
It sounds
to
like
be a counselor
it
on
sounds
the on
like
the
Stephen
gambling?
Hawking. It's a robot voice that sounds like Stephen Hawking. Don't do it. Take
If-
the money line.
if you do parlay, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna.
With your luck, you'll call and you'll get someone from India on there who barely speaks English.
Well, he can give me
And
some
it
insight on
Won't be
the
a
cricket
good-
match
won't be a
today.
good gag.
Fucking betting cricket now.
Thank you for calling.
Can't
Take
can't,
Mongolia.
can't do any worse.
Thank you. Come again.
And that's not racist, ladies and gentlemen. That's xenophobic, by the way. Some people call it patriotic. Here's the 3 picks for today, just in case anybody's wondering. Go the opposite way. I took the New York Giants money line, Carolina Panthers money line, and the Pittsburgh Steelers money line.
So when you say you're taking the money line, what does that
That
mean?
means straight up. I want New York Giants, Carolina Panthers, and Pittsburgh Steelers to all win straight up. I'm not worried about the points. I just have a hunch. Now, the reason I go 0-4 a lot of times is because I bet $10 and it'll pay $132 if I win all 3. Otherwise, you're betting fucking $10 and you're going to win 12. What is that?
And $132 will last you how long?
Well,
A couple hours?
based upon Saturday's pick
Not
success
very-
rate, not very long. Next
Very long.
Saturday. Next Saturday, Dano.
It'll be one bar tab.
I mean, if you put it this way, though, if you're betting $10 to win 12, why don't you just go through your couch cushions and see if anybody dropped change and shit? I'm sure you can come up with another $2 and call it a win.
Grab the change out of your ashtray.
Yeah. Or feel the
I do
door
have a
handles.
lot of change in there. I got to clean that out.
Feel the door handles in the parking lot and see you left the car unlocked.
I have to do that in my old truck.
Is that what you do?
No, other than your car. But that's what I would do if I was betting $10 to win 12. It just makes no sense.
What are you stealing out of my car?
Golf clubs.
Fucking all the change you just told me that you have in there.
Golf clubs, so you can't golf instead of podcasting.
I think I'm gonna win
I
this.
think I'm
one.
going to get fitted for new clubs.
Yeah, you are getting old, and that osteoporosis is starting to shrink your ass.
I'm going to still whoop your ass when we play.
Nah, we'll see about that.
Whoop your ass.
That
It'll be fun.
that is one, and I'm trying to think of some other places to call, but I think it'd be a fun one to call the at least gambling hotline. Maybe we'll just call all. How many states allow illegal gambling? 40.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe we'll just call all 40 states and ask them for the home team.
It's a good question.
Thoughts?
actually.
So that'll give us a couple of things to do. Nobody steal that idea, by the way. And don't talk to Josh. That's my guy. State of Ohio, my guy.
How
When
do
do-
the guy who answers the phone, his name is Josh?
Yeah. You didn't know? You've never talked to Josh?
I have never called the gambling hotline. No.
It's just like Steve with the NSA.
What's
Watch
that
this.
number? Like 1-800-GAMBLER or
Sports
something like
betting
that?
is now legal in over 30 states.
All right, so
I
we
don't
got-
have an exact
We
number.
got 30 phone numbers. That's perfect.
Do you think we should have a legalized recreational marijuana here in Ohio?
Yes, I do. I surely do. Because I think I've said this on a previous podcast. Most of the marijuana you buy street now is stuffed with fentanyl, carfentanil, and meth. So you are smoking that. But if you get it from a rec dealer, like state authorized rec dealer, it doesn't have that other shit. It's regulated by the state. So it's not going to have the fentanyl, carfentanil, and methamphetamine on there. It's going to fuck with you in the head even more.
How does the price of your government regulated weed
It's higher
compared to what you buy on the street?
That's the problem. The dispensary weed is higher, but you know what you're getting. And you can get more shit. I mean, you can't really find edibles, true gummy edibles and shit on the street. You got to go to a dispensary. The only thing you can find on the street that's an edible are typically brownies, Rice Krispie treats, and soups and shit like that.
Is that how the state's going to sell it, as an edible or a gummy, or is it going to be?
They do both.
Can you go and buy, get a couple of giant buds if you want?
Yeah, you can get buds, but truthfully, a lot of people like the edible. I mean, some people.
How do you know so much about this?
Life.
I
I represent people.
Okay. All
But and I've got friends
right.
that utilize medical marijuana and street bought marijuana. But a lot of people are shifting from the smoked just because they don't like to smoke. You have your traditionalists, and it's typically 50s and 60-year-old people that still like the bud. But the edible is just easier. Like when my dad was dying of cancer, he wouldn't smoke a joint, but if I got him a brownie or something, he'd do that. I think it was just a mental thing with the lung cancer and the fact of inhaling a joint. But the edibles are great. They can kick your ass if you're not careful with it. I've been speechless for an hour or two, which is odd. It might be a good thing to give you one before a show next time.
Well, maybe if they legalize it, maybe I will.
my brother.
Maybe we should all do it.
My brother's tried to call me, and so I sent it to voicemail and I shot him a text. I said, podcasting, I'll call you in about 20, 30 minutes. Then all of a sudden my phone goes off, my Ring camera.
What?
He was dropping flowers off from yesterday. He was like, the dog was going fucking crazy. I was like, yeah, he's the lieutenant colonel of the Paw Patrol. And Jill sent, we're on a group text. Jill sent the exact same thing, like right after I did.
Speaking of Ring cameras yesterday.
You got caught on one?
Yeah. I didn't see you.
What were you doing?
Porch pirating?
Nick and Danielle had a Halloween party yesterday. I was like, fuck, I'll go over for a little bit.
Oh, thanks, Nick, Daniel. I didn't get invited.
I didn't know about it. It was on Facebook, I guess. And if it's on Facebook, it's got to be true. So it started at 2:00. Somebody told me about that I was invited. I don't know. So I show up at 2:00. And, if Nick and Danielle are having a party, you would kind of think it'd be at their fucking house.
Do you always like to be the first one there?
No, I was just tired of being up here.
First one there, first one to leave.
Yeah.
It's typically.
But
because he wanted to get back to the varsity.
I wanted to watch the Florida game, Florida, Georgia, which I shouldn't have. But I get up there, Nick and Danielle having a party. You would think it'd be at Nick and Danielle's house. I'm at their house ringing the fucking Ring camera. I'm like, that's odd. No cars are here. I would think somebody'd be here early. The Ring camera and the fucking speaker thing on the rings. Nick comes on. What are you doing at my house? I go, I didn't think you were going to be here. I was coming over to see Danielle. Just making a joke. I go, aren't you fucking having a party today? He's like, well, yeah, my parents' house. I was like, well, fuck you, man. How am I supposed to know this shit? You should tell people this. Well, the rule apparently is
you weren't invited.
Summer parties are at Nick's and winters are at his parents' house. I was like, how in the fuck would I know that?
Do they know it's not winter yet?
Are his parents home?
I said it was a nice day.
Are you going to a party where their parents aren't home?
No,
How dare you?
I'd rather see their parents than Nick.
How dare you? Oh my God. Aren't we past that stage in life?
No, Baba is awesome, man.
Well, hey, there's a party at Rob's house and his parents aren't going to be.
Had a great time. Thank you, Nick and Danielle. But next time, please, now that I know the rule, although I did tell him yesterday it was a pretty fucking nice day, so I didn't know whether it was summer or winter. If those were the two demographics or two weather temperatures. But yeah, that was my Ring camera thing. It was kind of fucked up. I should have known when I didn't. I saw one car in the fucking driveway.
I hit somebody.
Those Ring cameras get the job done.
I was at work. I was at work, and I have my notifications on, so I can see when somebody's at the door. And it was somebody that we know that lives local that was dropping door hangers for the school board election.
Yeah.
He has the initials of DW, but I think he realized he saw the Ring camera, so I get the notification, I pull it up, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's hanging a door hanger. And all of a sudden stops. He's like, have a good day. Oh, it's funny.
You know, he knows how it works.
He knows he was caught
See, I've thought about getting
peddling
those.
the propaganda. I didn't even look at it. I don't even know what candidate it was for.
I thought about getting one of those, but
If it was DW, I probably got a pretty good idea who it was.
Yeah,
my luck is my wife would find out how to get into it and see when I come home when she's out of town.
right.
That's
It
not,
wouldn't work out well for you.
no, I'd rather just.
You do a bunch of clandestine shit.
I just wake up when the dog barks.
Mine actually, my truck pulling in the driveway doesn't trigger it
I'll be like our,
with the way, like, just the angle.
I'll be like our boy Sean B, man, who had to sneak in the back door of his fucking house through a neighbor's house because his wife owned the Ring camera up front.
You're sneaking into your own house. It's fucking
And,
awesome.
and he spent what, a month before he finally convinced her to take it down.
You end up looking like Catherine Zeta-Jones and Sean Connery in that cat burglar movie where she's like jumping over the lasers and shit, doing like backflips.
Yeah,
Just to get into your own goddamn house.
it's,
That's a lot of effort.
I don't
So I just do the right thing.
I don't
I
want
just
one.
do the right thing because I don't have that much effort.
I don't do the right thing. I just don't put them up. Everybody's got one in my fucking neighborhood too.
A Ring camera?
Yeah.
Because they know you live there.
Nicely played.
Well,
The
the
TV that we have on here in the
funny thing is,
in the studio area is now showing women's college volleyball
Not bad.
because whoever dialed up the television didn't dial up
Well-
NFL football, and so now we get to watch
Well, we could do
Iowa State versus.
We
who
could
they
do a
play?
couple ad reads.
Oklahoma and women's.
We could do a couple ad reads and then tune her out.
There
What
you
Go
go.
watch football.
what I want to follow up with though, real quick, if I may, is
Rob's got a follow up.
I did notice though my neighbor across the street, he has 3 Jeeps. My son has a Jeep. When I hit my car alarm at night, because I'll fuck with my kid when he's walking around.
Does
or
it trigger theirs too?
No, but he gets all nervous because apparently mine sounds like one of theirs, and he'll come out and start checking every one of his fucking Jeeps. So I do it every once in a while to fuck with him. Like it could be 11:30 at night, and I'll just stand at the front window, pitch black inside my house, hit my alarm,
Look,
turn
I've
it
got
off.
my neighbor trained. Watch this. Here he comes.
It's like saying to the dogs, "You want to go potty one more time? Let's go outside." I enjoy it.
Let's hit the car lock.
Oh gosh, Engraved in USA. I see RK on. In business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee and customer items, brewery drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional and recognition items. If you're a smaller global company, they have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich at 513-682-2557 and say 100% to get the
There we
best
go.
personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. They I still need to get back to him too. Sorry, Rich. I'll get back to you today.
He yelled at me Thursday.
I know, and it's been fucking 5 days. I've been dealing with some stuff, damn it.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him, Rich. I conveyed your message that you gave to me loud and clear.
It was conveyed.
I can do no more than that.
It was conveyed, Rich. Varner, Ohio Valley Productions got a party going on. Then you need to check out Ohio Valley Productions. OVP is your one-stop shop for corporate functions, fundraisers, festivals, even a backyard barbecue. We're talking about top talent, live acts, DJs, karaoke, trivia, and more that'll have your party rocking. Quality entertainment and a team with the most experience in the business combined to make your event the one to remember. Got a vision for a great time? Make it happen with Ohio Valley Productions. Just drop an email to dan@ohiovalleyproductions.com. That's dan@ohiovalleyproductions.com and rock on. Speaking of Dan,
It was great seeing him yesterday.
yeah, and you know what? He actually fit in with his trademark black. You know,
It was a funeral.
it was. I thought he was going on to do a show
He
up there.
thought
I was
he was
like,
gonna-
"Oh, you singing?"
Did you bring your guitar?
Yeah.
I bet he's played a funeral.
I
before.
bet he would have played if we'd asked him.
If you would have asked him, he would have done it.
He would have.
What he have
Absolutely.
done?
He actually asked if we needed anything, and I said no. I think we got it handled. But thank
Do you think he would have done
Probably an acoustic set.
raise your glass,
Yeah.
hee haw,
That's it.
take a drink?
I probably would have told him to.
Nancy,
My brother would have had a stroke, but I would have told
I
him
think the
to.
church would have frowned on it
Probably.
a little bit.
I had to sneak the fireball shot that I did.
Oh,
I did see you doing the handoff.
Yeah,
Who was
Bo,
that, to Jay or Bo?
Bo brought me a little bottle of fireball.
fireball.
He brought one for my brother. I'm like, don't give it to him. He's not going to do it. Don't even let him see it. So I ran in the bathroom, fucking did it like a complete alcoholic.
Okay, like
Still
we're
got a
in high
bottle
school.
of wild turkey in the bag over
And-
there. Too.
And then I had to give the evidence back to Bo. I said, get rid of this. I can't put it in the church trash can.
And you know what was sad?
Because I have respect for the church.
I go to you.
That's the kind of guy you are.
That's the kind of guy I am.
I go to you at the reception. I'm looking at 3 coolers in front. I'm like, oh, fucking pop water. Kiefer, where's your cooler? He's like, I didn't have one.
I saw
like,
that.
Son of a bitch.
I saw that. Which cooler has the beer in it?
Yeah. I was like, surely there's a cooler hidden in back
No,
here somewhere.
not today.
Rich said he's holding his breath waiting for your call.
Well, keep holding Matthew
Oh,
Perry. I
don't.
mean, Rich.
Don't do it, buddy. It's not
No,
gonna.
I remember the first time I went to a wedding, and some friends of Paula's got married in a Baptist church, and the wedding was, like at 11:30 in the afternoon, and so the reception's at 12 and goes on till 2 or 3 o'clock, whatever.
It's just a long story because the 1 o'clock game.
No, but it was the same sort of thing. You had the reception, which was in the the recreation area right across the road or across the parking lot.
Yeah.
And there's not a beer to be had anywhere, nowhere, and not one drop of booze, which is fine. I mean, if that's the way you want to do it, that's great.
If your brother
It's
and
just
you,
unusual to go to a wedding.
a wedding. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
won't go. I won't go to said wedding if there is not booze.
I know when my stepmother died, we had so many people were dropping off cases of beer and cases of because she loved to drink wine, and just dropping off beer and we for
so wait, they
that
were dropping
entire
off
time.
wine for the person that died because they liked
because
wine?
they know she loved wine.
She was
And,
dead. How was she going to drink it?
well, we enjoyed it in her stead.
Okay.
So
I was just curious what the
yeah,
angle
in
was.
her stead. I like
Yeah.
that.
so we
That's
had
what they said in the 1870s. In
We-
her stead.
we had all the beer and booze we could handle for weeks. It was fantastic. So
If your brother and you and
it's
Caroline
the kind of support you appreciate.
weren't so teary, I was thinking of getting up and just walking to the altar, acting like I was going to give a speech, but I thought better of it.
I'm proud of you.
I was
you're-
actually surprised you didn't try to make it about you yesterday.
Fuck you, Dan. Your brother would have
Because
flipped the shit.
every event that I've been to, you've tried to make it about
Oh,
you.
bullshit. I sat in the back row.
Bullshit.
You were in the second to last row, so you had to be up front.
Bullshit. When we were at
It would have been
Corbett's house,
content because my brother would have ripped your fucking head off
When
your
we were at
shoulders. And that
Corbett's
would have been on
house,
Instagram.
Randy Corbett, by the way, great sponsor.
I
of
would
the
have dropped
show,
something
Corbett
that rolled
Graphics.
down and act like I was getting it just to scare him, though. I would have been over at the last minute.
But I was trying. My job that night was to introduce the judge. So I'm standing up there and I'm trying to introduce the judge. I have notes on my cell phone, and my cell phone rings at Rob Herking. I'm like, God damn it! So I hang it up,
I'm sitting 20 yards away.
and he's right there. I can see him in the tent.
I was like, I can't believe he's reading notes from his phone, and I had
And
his phone
then
number.
he calls me again. And so I had to stop what I was doing and say, Rob Herking, stop calling me. So again, had to make the event about himself. It wasn't about you. It was about the judge that night.
It was absolutely about the judge.
Yeah.
You should have gotten a better MC.
Yeah. Just I can't wait till you go before him again, and we'll see how that works out for you.
Kissinger is awesome. Secondly, Keith, good recommendation on Land Evolution. We had a blast Friday night. I dislocated my shoulder with 2 14-year-olds jamming me up on a privacy fence because the fake.
Did you go through the haunted
Chainsaws.
house, or did you sit outside and drink beer?
No, we drank while we were going through it. It was fucking
Oh,
phenomenal.
you did. All right, that's cool.
So if anybody locally wants
They
to go
allow
to,
that sort of thing.
wants to go
Open
to,
beverage in the haunted house.
they sell beer and alcohol there.
All right, that's cool.
If anybody local is looking for a great haunted house, Land Evolution is probably the better one that I've been to.
Well, it's not really local. It's in Middletown, for God's sake.
It's not like you have to take a fucking plane, Dan.
Well, Middletown is damn near close to an hour drive.
it's like 50 minutes.
I mean, trust me.
close to an hour is close to an hour.
trust me,
Traffic's bad. As
I'm
long
sure
as-
Rob was clicking because he was out of Anderson Township for a period.
No, we had a cooler. We had a cooler of beer, and the best was we're driving home. Griff's driving home. My son, who's 16, he's driving Crumrine's big ass truck. He's like, wow, this ride's really smooth on the highway. And I look over and he's doing 87. I'm like,
Attaboy.
It goes fast too.
hey, Dick, we've got open containers in this motherfucker and a cooler. Why don't we slow down to like 73 and make it in 2 minutes later?
Yeah.
But it was entertaining. It was a good one.
And one of the finest defense attorneys you can find in the tri-state area, so they should have had nothing to worry about.
No, I told him to get out of the car and run, man. We'll just act like you fucking
run.
carjacked us. He's fast. Just act like-
I don't even know that kid.
yeah. No,
He held us at gunpoint, said we were riding with him.
he was a 20-year-old. We couldn't recognize him because he had his hood up the whole fucking time that he thought was a cloak of invisibility. They can't see me.
It's a safety blanket.
It was unbelievable. Yeah. I was like, that's not hiding you, right? We had a great time at the haunted house. Great recommendation, Kiefer. Carol, it was God. I fucking have seen you every day this weekend.
Oh, we got a.
I know that hardly ever happens.
We have a Halloween podcast. 3:00
on the Halloween night,
3:00.
Halloween day.
Are we going in costume?
Ooh, we might.
I think we should.
Oh,
My
I hadn't thought
allergies are
about
kicking
that.
in bad.
I think we need to. We'll see you guys.
It's supposed to be like 40 degrees for the high that day. So the trick or treaters are going to have to bundle up.
Did you see the video
There hasn't been
that
a
I
warm one
sent
lately.
you with your air cannon candy shooter? I sent you a video. This guy made it like a Gatling gun.
Yeah, we
And
we play it.
It's literally peppering kids in the face with fucking Snickers bars.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, he hooked it up to his air blower.
Yeah, I thought
Right.
about you.
Yeah, so if it funnels the candy down, so it goes into the air blower.
Dan has a great setup at his house, and I'll get some video. I'll put it on our Instagram. You'll see it.
We'll see you guys on Halloween. It'll be a great episode. We're gonna go.
It'll be spooky.
Yeah, we're gonna have some costumes. I've got mine.
Maybe I will come in costume on.
I think I might wear
on
mine.
Halloween.
I might wear
I thought
mine
about
from the
Oh,
the other
shit.
night.
I'll see if any of our viewers can recognize me.
What the?
What do you think?
I'm kind of curious now.
As soon as the flooded dumb comes out of your face, they'll know exactly.
Maybe
who you
maybe
are.
we'll all wear costumes. We'll all sit in different chairs, and the people who are watching will have to say, "Well, Jason's in this chair, and Rob's in that chair, and Dan's in that chair." How about that?
Such a sneaky game.
I'm telling you,
you're gonna
it could be
play.
fun.
Oh, it's
I'm
like
trying to
the
entice-
Masked Singer.
I'm trying to entice viewers to come back and watch us on
Yes.
on the 31st.
Dan won't be here. There we go. Everybody's gonna watch.
There.
You know what?
Whatever works, man.
You know what we
Whatever
don't know though is whether or not on that day, Dan's pubes are going to be there. Dan, do you manscape, buddy?